What up, Maestro? Just chilling, waiting for Walmart to open. 30 more minutes Central Time. Gotta get some groceries, man. I can't keep eating out every day. Going broke out here on these streets. Gotta be careful what I say. It's like walking on eggshells nowadays. Once you learn about the power of words, no doubt enjoy, bro. Yeah, for sure. I just signed up for the membership for Walmart. Now I get 5% cash back on my credit card. I had to pay like $98 for an annual, for an annual membership, but it's worth it. I watched a video not too long ago, and the guy broke it down. He said, as long as you spend X amount of dollars, I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was 100 and I think it was like $112 a month. You'll, get your $100 back basically, and then everything after that, you'll be like winning an extra 2%. Because I was already getting 3% cash back, but now I'm getting 5% cash back. And I get grocery delivery now too for free. Maybe I'll try a pickup. I don't mind shopping in Walmart, but sometimes you gotta try to keep up with whatchamacallit. It'll be cool to order some groceries to my mom's house though. I don't know if I want to do that though. I think my stepdad. Yeah, my stepdad's the one that usually buys the groceries. As long as I'm making my money back for the membership and a little extra, that's what really that counts. Yeah, I've been working on that. I'm trying to stop apologizing for every little thing. Not that I don't want to apologize, but you just got to be careful how you word it. So I'm using, words are powerful. So, oh yeah, Sam's Club is good for like a family. It's kind of hard for one person. I don't really have nobody to share it with. This works for me. You ever order groceries to your house with the Walmart app? I feel like I want to do it like when I go to my mom's house. That's what I'll do when I'm home. I make deliveries for Walmart sometimes when I'm home to make a few extra bucks, but I never ordered. But I'm gonna try it, especially in the winter time. Cold out there. Yeah. You won't see me tonight. You won't see me tomorrow. I'll be gone by daylight, and you'll be so full of sorrow. You go tell all your friends. I don't know the part after that. I can't make out what she's saying. That track with Aaliyah and Nas though, that joint is fire. That song been stuck in my head for years. It's just one of those songs that just randomly pop up. For real. What's up, Mayumi? Another one I used to sing to my daughter all the time is "You're a big girl now. No more daddy's little girl." But the lyrics, obviously, I can't sing the lyrics to her. But one time I put that song on in the car real quick. But as soon as he started rapping, I turned it off. He needs Nas should do like a clean version of that track, something that's like suitable, you know, where you could actually like listen to it with kids. You could be the next Jordan. You could be You could be the next Michael Jordan, flossing, something like that. Damn. You'll go tell all your friends how you called. Yeah, I think that's the part I was missing. And I follow, but you won't see me tonight. You won't see me tomorrow. You'll go tell all your friends how you called, and how I follow. All right, see, sometimes the words, you know, I can't really hear it. That's why it's good that they make those videos with the words, you know. Yeah, I like all his tracks, all his albums, basically. I was trying to find a new one with him and DJ Premier, but I only found like one track. I gotta look for the whole album. What up, 10? Fat Joe. I know a lot, but it's just like I gotta hear the song. Let me see though. Damn. You know me, I'm a one man army, even though millions are follow like Gandhi. I know it's short, I can't remember like a lot of it, but that joint is hard. I used to like that verse because that's kinda I felt like I could relate, you know. What's up, Brooklyn chick? Long time no see. We got a couple New Yorkers in the house. Yeah, because I used to be out there dolo, you know. I feel like I could relate to that. And I used to feel like just be me by myself was enough. I used to have a little crew, but you know, everybody was kind of, I don't want to say, they were kind of soft, you know what I mean? I was like the only one that was really like you know what I mean? Again, I don't want to go down, you know, I'd be trying not to glorify my past, but they were my other homies were kind of soft. I mean, my big homies that I grew up on the block with, you know, they were out there wilding. But I'm talking about I had my own little crew, but my little crew was kind of soft. I'm not gonna lie. But it's good though because they kept me out of trouble. You know what I mean? If I, you know, if they would have been if they would have been like me or wilder, they would have got me into more trouble because I was getting them into trouble basically. Not too much. I said this story before though. Like there had a couple of my friends that didn't, their parents didn't want me hanging out with their kids. You know, I had my I had one or two friends tell me that, oh, like, yo, my dad don't want me hanging out with you because I was kind of bad when I was young. But now that we got older, like the tables turned, you know. I said this story before, but like now I feel like I don't want to, again, I don't want to say that I'm doing better than them or I'm gooder than them because we all have pros and cons, but I feel like I'm staying out of trouble, you know. Some of them are too. It is what it is, man. I'm proud to be doing good though, you know. Yeah, that's Brooklyn chick that I be asking. whatchamacallit about PMC. Your friend from Canada, what's her name? Marsha. Miracles and Mayhem. Oh, you know. Oh, you said what's up? No doubt. Even though millions have followed just like Gandhi, I'm Malcolm. Shit, I bring it out of body. I'm Broadway. Now nobody can doubt him. No doubt. Yeah, Marshall's alright. I don't mean like she is cool. I don't want to say alright like she's just alright. Brooklyn, why you stopped going live? I think you were dealing with some medical issues. I think you had some surgeries or something like that. Are you coming back? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yo, my man got that Mace track stuck in my head now. I like it because Mace was talking like living sober life, you know? He said, I like that one verse he says, I'm making money without the coca. I'm living la vida without the loca. When my friend sent me that, oh yeah, too much drama. Yeah, when my friend sent me that track, I replied with that verse right there. And then he said something else about being sober. I like rappers that are, promotes sobriety and, like Fat Joe. That's why I think I like Fat Joe too. Part of the reason. I just like him. But I like him more because he's sober. He doesn't. It's funny though, because you got rappers like 50 Cent who are sober, but they be talking about drinking. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. And I remember somebody asked him that in an interview, like, bro, you don't even drink. Why you say that? Like, oh, Fat Joe said that in one of his lyrics too. You remember that one track, PMC, when he was like rapping to the police, and he was like, "Don't you know us rappers like to lie and we like basically lie and we exaggerate." It makes sense though. I mean, you could only rap about so much shit that you've done. You know what I mean? And it makes sense from a business aspect because you need to rap about things that your followers or your fans could relate to. You know what I mean? It's all about. So I get it. It makes sense. Yeah, but I like that track though. I think he's rapping to a cop, like a cop pulled him over or something like that. Oh, you met Fat Joe? That's what's up. Too much drama, yeah. Don't do the drama. I just stay away. I'm just a bad boy going clean. I'm the diamond chain choker, always remain sober. No doubt. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's the Mace joint. I remember that line. Don't drink liquor and all the game's over. Need a plane, I explained it to my broker. 3 bots in the hood top. Down, it ain't Nova. Fab said it best. I'll never go and hate. Half these artists never slung weight. When they call New York, it's the only time they touch the 718. Ha! I follow a trucker. I used to follow the trucker called Guilty 718 from New York City. He was a wild dude. I haven't seen any of his videos in a while. I see a cat walking out here. Now I'm trying to think of your cat's name, CMC. You said it the other day. It wasn't. Don't say it yet. Give me a second to think. You said it was like a. I think one of your cats you had like it had like a 2-letter name. Maybe you called them like 2 letters. Maybe it was like for a short name, and then the other name was like. Yeah, you have 2 of them. I remember you saying their names, and I can't think about it. I can't. Anyway, you could just tell me because I can't remember. But I do remember you talking about your Rocky Road ice cream is your favorite. I was laying down listening. My breakfast is not until noon. I'll probably make. I got some chicken breasts I gotta make with. I got some carrots, chicken breasts. I'm about to buy more groceries right now. Actually, I'm outside of Walmart waiting for them to open. They open in 15 minutes. Yeah. I don't know how much. I'm going home next week. So I don't know if I should buy a lot of food or a little bit of food or a medium amount of food. I think medium makes sense. Because even when I go home, I like to have food in the truck. Because sometimes my mom don't have much groceries, and then I could just take. My mom doesn't buy much healthy food, so I'll take my food out my truck and then just put it in her house. T2, yeah, Terminator 2, and Minion. They are. I don't know what that is. Shellcats. I thought you had another name for Minnie. Oh no, it was Minnie. I think my uncle's wife name is Minnie, or is it Millie? I don't know. I felt like it was Minnie. So you named them T2 after like Terminator 2, Judgment Day. That was my heat right there, bro. I used to love that movie. You know that scene when he shoots the tanker and it blows up to like a million little pieces. That's the product I actually hauled. That was like liquid nitrogen. And it's funny because I never really thought about it much, but I seen that clip and I seen the trailer. I was like, yo, and like I don't know, it made me feel like it was cool, like oh shit. It's funny how that was my favorite movie as a kid, and now I actually haul those products. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I definitely gotta get me some avocados, bro. I love an avocado daily. I don't know if that might be the reason why I'm struggling to lose weight, but it's good fat though. I'm doing all right. I could do better. Like you said earlier, it's about the money and the health. It's a win-win when you eat healthy. Oh, it's a triple win because it's going to cost you less money later down the road when you don't have to spend as much money on the doctor bills and dentist bills too, because what you eat affects your teeth. Oh, thanks, Ten. It affects your teeth, everything, man. Your overall health. I want to be healthy, man. I'm starting to get up there in age. I be seeing some of these truckers like struggling to get in and out of the truck. I don't want that to be me. I do my little exercise here and there, but my shoulder, I did a little bit of jogging this morning actually, and some other leg exercises. My shoulders piss me off though, man. I be having this nice little routine going, like a pattern or whatever, and then boom, my shoulder starts acting up. And I think it's the food. Food causes inflammation. I think I gotta just do better with the food, and then that'll help. But damn, I gotta eat good sometimes though. I don't even know if it's the food. I can't guarantee it's the food that's causing that pain. Could be the way I sleep, the exercises I do. And it sucks because I don't do as much like upper body exercises because of my shoulder. Maybe I should go see a specialist, a shoulder specialist, whatever they call them. Damn, I forgot my doctor's appointment. I had a doctor's appointment in February, and I never saved the date. I can't find the email. I might end up missing it and have to reschedule or just call somebody else. Hopefully they don't charge me. It was just for like a check-in, not a check-in, so I guess evaluate. This will be my first time going to this doctor because I got a hernia, bro. And it be slowing me down too. That definitely be slowing down my exercises. I'm gonna get that basically patched up, put back in place. It's gonna be like surgery. Hopefully, it's not too expensive. Yeah, that should be sucking, man. Sometimes I be walking, that joint start hurting, be slowing me down. We are not the same. I am a Martian. So please approach my phantom doors with caution. Let me see if I can think of another Fat Joe line real quick though. Lean back should be easy. Oh, the Roy Jones. Oh, what up, TDS? There go Roy Jones. That verse with Roy Jones, bro. What's the story behind that, PMC? When he said, even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. I seen an interview with Fat Joe. He talked about it. He says that, Roy Jones pressed him about it. And then Fat Joe, allegedly, right? Because everybody says he's the Cap King. Fat Joe said he had a bunch of his boys, like, not too far. They were like, I don't know, whatever, 30 yards away. And then Fat Joe was like, look, bro, you see all those guys over there? He was like, Roy Jones, I know you gonna give it to me. You a boxer. You gonna basically whoop my ass. But those guys over there, they gonna kill you, bro. I'm just being honest. What up, TDS, man? I was reading that book earlier, and I remember one of the words, regiment. And I know the regiment means like, like a strict diet or whatever, but I just learned that regiment also means like a small group, like a small I don't know if it's a small battalion or like just like a smaller crew of army members or military members is a unit size. Yeah, so it has like there's a lot of words that have multiple meanings, but it was cool that I learned not small. I thought that's what it said when I looked it up in the vocabulary dictionary. My bad, PMC. I didn't read your last chat comment. There are some foods featured in the Western diet. There are some foods featured in the Western diet, and they promote chronic issues like heart disease. While whole foods like fruits, veggies, fatty fish, and nuts help reduce it. Yeah, I eat a lot of that food. I got walnuts in the truck, all that. Regiment is a unit size. Okay. Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm learning some new vocabulary with reading that book, some terminology of the military. There's some other words. I just can't remember them all. I hope my it just sucks because my memory's bad, and then they say the older you get, your memory gets worse, and I'm like, damn. I mean, I don't think it has to be that way. I think it all depends on, again, what we eat, how we sleep, how much we stress. It could be genetic. I know genetic plays a big part. Um, they say reading helps though with your memory, so at least I do a little bit of reading. I mean, I'm not like a reading freaking, I don't read a whole lot, but at least I do my little reading every morning. I've been doing good. It makes me just feel good, overall. Makes me feel like, almost like proud of myself. Makes me feel like a proud mixed child. Yeah, element, fire, team, squad, platoon, company, battalion, brigade, regiment, etc. No doubt, no doubt. Gotta head out, bro. Stay safe and blessed. Take care. Peace, bro. No doubt. Thanks for coming through, PMC. I'll be live for a few more minutes. And then I'm going to go on Walmart and get these groceries. Dang, TDS, you been going to sleep late lately, bro. I don't know if that's always been how you sleep, though. Draw it out. It's a structure. It's something new, but when you learn it, it helps you understand. So when someone, say a battalion or Marines are headed your way, you ain't going to make it. No doubt. It is late. Yeah, I'm getting off here in a minute. A couple minutes. So what about a private? When somebody calls somebody a private, I remember that movie called Saving Private Ryan. What makes somebody a private? What up? What up, TMI? Oh, that spoon you showed me. TMI came in, and then I thought about the spoon, TDS, because TMI says I hold a spoon. I don't know how to hold a spoon correctly. That's a rank. So what that means? You're on the bottom, like almost like a rookie. And then you got infantrymen. I read that, and these are words that I heard in the past, but I really don't know like the true meaning. I think infantrymen are like the people on the front lines, maybe. I know frontier could mean like the front line, because I know what frontier mean, but I looked up that word, and in the dictionary it said frontier could be like the beginning of finding like the new land, and it could mean like the people in the army like all the way in the front. Infantryman is a job. Okay, the lowest rank, PVT E1, private E1, and PFC E2. Yeah, there's a lot to learn in that realm. Oh, that's good. So that means I'll understand it more, and you could show respect. I show respect to cops. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I told you this story before, but even when I was out there being a knucklehead, I always showed respect to the police and talked to them with respect, and it helped me. They never really used to like bother me that much. Plus, my uncle was a lieutenant, and I think that helped me. Like a lot of them knew he was my uncle, and they would cut me slack. But yeah, I used to have some of my so-called friends that used to like be mad disrespectful to them, and those cops used to like be on their ass. That's stupid. You out there doing no good, and then you being disrespectful. That's not gonna help your situation. I mean, I might have got out of pocket a couple times. I was younger though. It was just I wasn't using my head. Yeah, but I always had respect for police, and I always will. And there was a couple people. Matter of fact, there was some people here on YouTube where they were like trying to like not clown me, but try to say like, "Oh, I would never show," like trying to make it sound like they don't rock with the police at all. I'm like, yeah, nobody rocks with the police until you need the police. Like, bro, I'm just a regular law-abiding citizen. I work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to go to jail, man. All that tough shit, bro, doesn't get you nowhere but in prison or get your ass a felony. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not into that, man. Hopefully, I never got to call the cops. But I mean, I don't like drama, none of that. But these people, I don't know. Some people just never grow up. I guess everybody just got a different perspective, and I called the cops on a car swerving in traffic on the highway. Actually, twice. No, once, maybe twice. Yeah, there be times I be driving on the highway, bro, and I see cars like freaking literally like ready to cause damage, like going from this lane all the way to the right lane, ended up in the ditch, and then getting back on. Like, I feel like I could save somebody's life, literally. Like it's sad that that person probably get a DWI or whatever, but I'd rather get somebody a DWI than somebody lose their life, like a child in a car or something. You know what I mean? And there was one time a car was doing the same thing, and I was about to call, but he ended up getting off the exit. So when I called, I remember like the first three letters and the state and what color car it was. I'm like, hey, I'm over here on I forgot what interstate it was. I'm on interstate whatever 80. There was a blue. I don't remember the car. Y'all know I got a bad memory. Blue Chevy Impala, license plate Ohio. First three letters were BKL, and then they were like trying to get more info out of me. I was like, that's all I could remember. You could call me what I want. I know, some people would say, oh, I never called the police. You're a snitch, blah, blah, blah. Call me what you want. Your opinion doesn't matter, bro. You don't pay my bills. I felt like it was the right thing to do. And if you don't agree, oh well. You have the right not to agree with whatever I say or whatever I do. Let me read these last comments and I'm out of here. So everyone is a E something or O something. Then their job is infantry, supply, mortarman, machine gun, cook, cop, combat baker. Interesting. I attend my local precinct meetings to stay up on what's going on in my neighborhood. Ain't nothing wrong with that, 10. I have been looking into being a chaplain. I was told that the police have a chaplain process. Yeah, that's one of the words I had to look up too. 10. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Chaplain. Or I think they call him chap for short. What does that mean actually? I forgot the meaning. It's somebody who they use that word a lot too in the military. It's like damn, I can't remember. Like somebody who plays some type of role. If y'all want to explain that one real quick, and then I'll let y'all go. It's a religious person. Yeah, that's what it was. You ever seen the movie? I can't even think of the damn. I know you watch a lot of TV and stuff. There's this book that I'm reading right now, 10. It's called oh, man, Hack. I'll get it real quick. I gotta get up anyway. Actually, I think I don't have to go back there, but I just want to show you this to see if you watched the movie, or if you or maybe you could watch this movie on Netflix, because I'm gonna watch it after I finish reading the book or when I go home. Hero of Hacksaw Ridge. I'm pretty sure it's like on Netflix. Yeah, I'm gonna start watching some movies with my mom when I go home. So I'm gonna see if this is probably gonna be the first movie we watch together. My mom is getting old, and I gotta start, hanging out with her more. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Thanks for the visit. About to go get these groceries. Might as well grab my bags. Sometimes I use them. Just throw it in the bag. Got my Aldi's bag. I never heard of it. Yeah, see, you might be able to find it on YouTube. I got that book for free at a truck stop, and I'm glad I found it. It's been interesting. Oh, I've actually got this little mini book too. Oh shit, it's the same book, just a mini version. I didn't even realize that. Look, this is like a mini version of the same story. The Faith of Desmond Doss, Hero of Hacksaw Ridge. So I got like a mini book of it, and then I have like a bigger book of it. I'm pretty sure they have even a bigger book, because this is a small read too. Like I said, I do a little reading here and there. I'm not no freaking nerd or nothing like that, but I try to do my little daily reading. All right, good seeing you, Brooke. Hopefully we see you live one of these days. And yeah, I get it about that drama part. You just gotta, I don't know. Everybody deals with it differently. Just keep a small crew, I guess. Block people. I'm not sure, but hopefully you could come back and it won't be as dramatic, and you could just, maybe you just gotta tell people the truth, I know sometimes we want to be nice and kind of just let people do what they want to do, but sometimes you gotta stop people from doing the BS. All right, take it easy. Happy New Year, everybody.